Hessian Lord fucking rules. I think you had him on here.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hessian Lord.
Well, I think we're playing with them next Saturday. I don't know when this is going to come out, but we're playing Legacy Giving Friday.
Oh, so yeah, this would be last week. You would have played with him. So.
Okay, thanks for coming.
Yeah. There you go.
Appreciate you coming
Yeah. Future selves.
Yeah. Glad you guys had fun. Thanks for your money.
Yeah,
Yes, thanks for coming
thanks
out.
For partying. You guys were crazy out there. Yeah, shout out to that one dude. That was awesome.
Yeah,
You know, you
we
kind
appreciate
of
that. Thanks for buying all the merch.
Maybe you shouldn't have flipped that car, but I'm not going to judge anybody.
No, I get it. I understand why you set it on fire.
Yeah.
Probably don't do it
Fine.
again.
Yeah,
But it was
Yeah,
cool.
We appreciate the love.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You guys were crazy. Thanks.
Yes. Buy an album.
From Central Illinois, it's the Sofa King Awesome Show. Rock, metal, 80s, retro. It's not just good, it's Sofa King good. Oh, baby. Listen every Friday wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple, even YouTube. And now, Sofa King Awesome. Here are your hosts, Thundersticks, on the Sofa King Awesome Show.
Welcome, everyone, to another amazing episode of the Sofa King Awesome Show. Tonight, we are joined by another local band, Master Bastard. Give it up for these guys.
Oh, thanks. Oh, you got a live audience in here. That's pretty good. I didn't realize you had that.
Yeah. What's up, fellas?
Oh, shit.
Nothing too much.
Kind of feel like
Great
shit.
from a show yesterday.
Yeah, I don't really have a voice anymore. We're screaming Metallica songs and Pantera songs all night.
Yeah, you guys played at the Curve Inn.
Yeah, Curve In. The place is just cheap drinks. It's a good spot.
27th, yeah, that would have been
a
May
lot of fun.
27th. You would have played with Phantom Lord and
Cemetery Gates.
oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
I've heard that name.
Those guys rock. I think they're from Pekin or
Right on.
up
Oh, well, I was
north
just in Pekin
somewhere.
last night.
Yeah,
Cool,
I'm
dope.
sorry.
Right on. It was all right. No, it's fun. It is fun as fuck. But yeah, it was a long drive from here. It's about an hour and a half. But are you guys based out of Springfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little west of there, but yeah, from Springfield area.
Yeah.
Out,
I live up in Bloomington area now.
Okay.
It sucks too.
Okay.
Music scene up there is weird. There's not really much of one.
I played IBC a couple times back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they do anything anymore.
Not that I've really seen. You got the Castle and Night Shop. That's about it.
Yeah, yep. That's I've heard those too. Yeah. We'll start off with a quick introduction.
I'm Josh. I'm a bass player.
He's gay. I'm Alex. I'm also gay.
Cool. I'm Brooke, and I'm aspiring to be gay. So
Beautiful.
nice. Thundersticks. Sorry.
We don't exactly look like it, but we are actually brothers. So
Yeah.
Are you
just to
really?
throw everybody off.
Yeah. He's 10 years, I think.
Yeah, 10 years.
Oh shit!
So
Right on. Fuck yeah.
doesn't I took more after my mom, and he took a little bit more after my dad. So
Hell yeah.
we don't exactly look very similar, but
That's what's up. No, I see your Soy City Stranglers hat.
yeah, I got that from him since he's doing side work with them, and
Yeah.
I got to rep.
Well,
them
you can
whenever
fucking
I
look at the camera and you tell Beans
Yeah.
to hurry up and set up a date for the fucking show because every other day is practicing. No, I know they're busy guys. I
He's
love
busy
them to
too.
death.
I think every one of them's in 2 different bands.
Yep.
and everybody's
Yeah,
got
he just
something going
released a
on.
new single with his other band.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So,
I think those guys are from St. Louis. I don't think they're from here.
who?
Blistered Spirit. They're from.
Oh
St.
yeah, I
Louis,
don't know where they're based out of. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
catch that honestly. So.
They all drive up to his house to practice. So.
Damn. Okay, bet. Yeah, hell yeah. No, Beans is a homie. Soy City's
Mm-hmm.
been some favorites of mine
Yeah.
for a long time.
Those guys rock like fuck, man. We saw them years ago. They called us
Yeah.
up to play like Buzz Bomb or something, and
Yeah.
then he called me back around Thanksgiving or so. They needed a guitar player, so
Okay.
been filling in and doing a bunch of recording and stuff, working on a 7-inch and some,
Yeah.
a Motorhead cover and stuff. Like that'd be some cool stuff. coming,
Fucking
so.
decent, dude.
Yeah, that'd be
Hell
cool.
yeah. No, yeah, I'm big fans of Soy City. Been a long time, so that's super dope. Now, how long you guys been a band?
We really started jamming in like 2014 because
Oh,
I mean
shit.
he was
Okay.
he was 14 and just going through high school and kind of getting into jamming and stuff, and I was 24 and just looking for somebody to play with. I hadn't been in a band since I was 16,
Right.
but 2006 or about 2008, and so we just kind of started getting together and jamming and hanging out more, and brought in a buddy that he came in and played drums with us for a while, and it was all good. He kind of had to teach him a lot of stuff, and then it just kind of fell apart. So we ended up finding our buddy Steve, and it just worked out that he was a really good drummer and a good fit, and then we just kind of took off from there.
Well, it's funny when we got Steve. The point was he was gonna play guitar and I was gonna play drums. It's like fuck it, I know what I want it to sound like. I'll just play drums.
Mm-hmm.
We jammed for half an hour or so, and then we switched. And he goes, "Well, I'll play drums too." I said, "All right, well, let's switch. Let's see what happens." We played this one Misfits song, and then I was like, "No, you're my drummer. Like you fucking rock. You're a great guitar player, but like you fucking
yeah.
kill it on drums. Like that's happening now.
Hell yeah.
And God, what that would have been 2016 or 17? I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was the beginning of 2017 was when we got him in. I think it was literally like January, something like that, because it was pretty soon after that. We just kind of rolled through stuff. It was like the last little bit of time that Black Sheep, right before they shut down, and they had a
we played one of the last shows of Black Sheep.
Fuck.
and it was we did one of them, but like we won a battle of the bands there with him. And we got free recording time and stuff, and then it just kind of snowballed from there because we were able to put out the first album, Mouth Breather, and just go from there. It was like, went in for one day and spent like 8 or 9 hours in there. Just
Shout out to Kyle Noonan on that.
Yeah, he saved our bacon on that, and then so it's a little bit rough. Both of our CDs are both shot live and pretty much in one day, with just a couple multiple takes for each song. But
Some of them were one take, but
Yeah.
it was just all live. Double tracked some guitars on the second one.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything's just live in room,
Now, do you have a specific song you want to play first?
Play HDNW. That's a
Which
good one.
album?
First one, yeah.
First one? Okay. All right.
This song is called Hitler Did Nothing Wrong.
1, 2, 3, 4!
So we took a couple takes on that one. That took a while. We
we had some differing of opinions, but when we wrote it, we weren't sure.
Dude. 1 second. That was funny as fuck because instantly I have never heard anyone do that or seen anyone. And then fucking Engine Huey last night. Are you familiar with them guys?
Yeah, I've heard the name, but
They're a punk band too.
yeah.
And he's like, all right, this is our last one. We want everybody to come up here, dude. And he got like everybody up there, and he was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're like, bam! And then they're just done. And they like were done. He took off his guitar, he walked off stage, and then they're like, everybody was just still like standing there, bro. And I was like, that is fucking awesome, dude. So to like, I don't know, it's like a dose of dopamine for me, dude.
it's a good show
fucking
killer for sure.
Yeah.
Well, nobody really knows how to react to it. I mean, we haven't done it live, I think, but once. I mean, even then, you got to be a little bit careful because it's like that's the entire joke. You're just yelling, "Yes, he did." It's 3 notes. I stole it from Napalm Death. I was like, "We're gonna make the shortest song that we can."
You got to read the room on that one.
Yeah, doesn't always go over well, but
I fucking love it, dude. Hell yeah. Well, I want to listen to Funky Punky Butt Sauce. Is that cool?
Yeah, whichever one, man. Like a lot of these were pretty rough. Like I said, the tracks are, I mean, it was still when we were first starting out.
It was
I was
supposed to
getting
be a
back into
demo.
music. Yeah.
And then we just kind of, rolled with it.
Right.
And
No,
it's just
I'm
the first
down.
record.
That's, if you're punk, raw punk, dude, I'm
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
where it's at. You know,
Right.
for me anyway. I mean, that's
Yeah.
fuck real studio. Like I'm here. That's why I bought this fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That I'm old school punk too. Like so, let's take it back to like SLC Punk.
Yeah.
Okay, the movie. I love that movie, and that's how I still feel about punk and the raw. Heroin Bob energy.
Right.
And young Matthew Lillard. Like I can't remember his name in the movie, but
Yeah, it's been forever since I've seen it.
but it's what I think the raw, what brings, what portrays the raw punk, you know what I mean? And that's how I feel. I'm still like boot stomp, you know what I mean? The old school fucking punk boot stomp, you know what I mean? And I love that the way that Soy City brings that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
Big time.
and big, and also like Woody LeBaron. I don't know if you've had the privilege to play with them yet, but they're kind of like I consider them punk, and they got that like old school, I feel like early 90s. He's got a very unique voice, real punk beats, and it's,
That's what people, I don't know, we've had all people compare us to a lot of different things and say we're a lot of different, I don't know, it's hard rock.
Punk is just punk is more of just like a feeling, and it's like the amount of shit that we've thrown into each one of these songs and each, I mean, like when we really started getting into, I think by even the second one, he was really into Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
I was hitting a lot of like older school like Grand Funk Railroad shit. Our drummer still listens to like Motionless in White and Chelsea Grin. So it was just like all three of us
very
coming with
eclectic
complete
combination.
Very different
Yeah.
influences on stuff,
and
which is
just
cool. It's a good thing.
shoving it together and being like, well, this works this way, and
Right.
and that's where that kind of punk rock ethos comes in, because it's like whatever works. It doesn't have to fucking sound like anything, Punk shouldn't have like a definitive, it's just the
Raw.
raging against all of it in general,
Yeah.
We
I
might
feel, for me, it's just raw,
Yeah.
like,
Absolutely.
yeah, absolutely raw. So, yeah, we're going to get into Funky Punky Butt Sauce, man. That is awesome, dude. I fucking
Yeah, that's kind of one we brought back recently too. We've been playing a little bit more live because
Really?
a lot of the stuff we play is mostly off the second album anymore. And
it's
then
kind of funny you picked that one out. That did just jump back on the set list.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah. I was like, well, that was a good one. Fucking, I like that,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
So
thanks.
I haven't done when you guys reached out to me. I was like, cool. I wanted to get you on because I didn't want to give myself time to research.
Yeah,
I wanted
yeah.
to be, authentically. That's I had listened to
Yeah.
zero of your stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that.
yeah,
So I totally dig it. I fucking
The feeling's mutual.
so hey, I feel that. No, it's cool. I see it all. Even when you watch other pods, I see that they're like, oh, I just watched some clips of you today.
Right.
They just don't see it. And it's like, just to present something to. So something new is I'll show you some footage that I took last night with that camera, like as far as like a live thing that I'm offering to bands now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So.
Oh, cool. Like shooting shows?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
So I'll show you, so as long as, you're on the same tempo path, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you got studio quality, I will use that. I like that footage, that sounds fine from what I want to do, you know what I mean?
Right.
And if you ever hit the studio, let me know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, if we ever get around to recording or finish writing it, really. I mean, we
Right.
probably got 5 songs kind of ready to go. We
got
get a couple more together.
three that are probably like good and we've actually played live. They just need tightened up.
Yeah.
We got like another 2 that are like in the works that just need hammered out. And then it's just like a bunch of it is just ideas, We're just working from there. We're
Yeah,
trying to-
some of them are riffs that we've had on the back burner for years.
Right.
Yeah,
Just-
one of them was literally from the first album that we just couldn't figure out where to take it. We didn't have any
Right.
idea. It was like, that's cool, but like, where do we go from there? And we're
Right.
like, whatever, throw it in the fucking storage and we'll come back around to it.
Right.
Yeah, circle
right.
back around on that.
Right. Hell yeah, dude. No, I dig it, dude. I hear, I hear original
Yeah.
punk. I mean, whatever you want to classify. I mean, for me, but that's that's punk for me, man. I totally dig it. It makes me want to go right back to a fucking Mohawk dude and
Yeah.
fucking,
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
so I dig it, man.
We kind of specifically went out of our way because that is technically one of our more punk songs, though, because like a lot of them take a lot more influence from everything else, like the Drinking from Children from the album. That sounds more of almost like something like Nirvana or Seether, almost more radio rock, you know,
Right.
rather than, you know, and then it's like other things we played are, I mean, we're lazy idiots, so we just named a song The Metal. That's a metal song.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that. But I mean, like, we always change it up and try to make something new, that's something that was interesting,
Fresh,
and
fun, funky.
it's not, you know,
I
it's
think-
not always just punk rock, one note, you know, one speed, one note. It's all kind of, you know, throwing shit at the wall and see what happens to stick.
Right.
And so, you know, a lot of it turns out wildly different than the rest of it. I
Right.
mean, one of the newer songs we wrote is basically just a stoner metal song that has about 4 notes in it.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Well, the old stuff tends to, you know, hit hard, you know, close to, you know, like I don't know, I guess you're comfortable playing it, so you're getting like more energy out of it, you know.
Yeah,
It's become
and it's funny how
easy.
they change over time. I mean, it's like this. Some of the shit was we wrote it and then recorded it like really quickly.
yeah.
Right.
And you know,
And the way we play it live now is like a bit different and a lot tighter than what we even like recorded it.
yeah, we've even
Right.
talked about going back and redoing it.
Right.
Not retconning that or anything, but to just do a new version.
Oh,
of
I mean,
it.
yeah, you're talking. You were playing something 10 years ago that, you know, like you said,
Yeah.
you played it, you know, maybe six
I mean,
months or something, and then
yeah.
went right into recording.
We'll
it,
add
you
little
know?
things here and there that are cool. Or
Yeah.
stop or
Right.
whatever
Didn't
the
have
fuck.
time to really, you know, swell, you know, or soup
Hammer it
in
out,
and
and we
like,
also weren't
yeah.
playing live as much. So I think that
Yeah.
also helped. Is after we got
Right.
that first album,
Yeah.
we got a little bit of momentum, and we got people's, you know, our name in people's mouths,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was like, well, now we're playing out, and we know what sounds good live, and then
Mm-hmm.
that sounds better on a CD too.
Well,
so,
shit, and you learn new techniques over the
Yeah,
years, and you're
for
like, well, shit,
sure.
I would have put that there if I would, you know,
Yeah.
and yada yada. So I know, I totally feel that.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I do, I do covers in a sense, you know, when through my drum videos or whatever. But being a musician, you know, I even look back on that last year, and I'm like, well, man, I felt like I was rusty last year, and I'm just like killing it this year.
Yeah,
like,
right.
you know, like let's get harder songs.
And I've done that the other way around too, where sometimes I look back, I'm like, oh fuck, I used to be able to play that, and I'm like, wow, I need to get back on it.
yeah,
Like,
there's
so
been songs we
that
brought back
exactly
up.
too. Yeah.
I've had it go both ways,
Right.
for sure.
Oh yeah, that's totally dope.
Yeah.
Now we'll run through a rig breakdown. Are you guys that serious on what you play?
Yeah.
So.
I couldn't even. I know what's a Behringer, but that's the thing. It was a Behringer 250 watt solid state that I bought off Amazon.
No.
Because before that, I was using it was a Guitar Research guitar head amp, and it was a 60 watt amp that is discontinued, but it worked well enough, and I just had enough oomph with it that we could play out shows.
The Hartkey
And-
GT60 is like the same amp,
Yeah.
but the Guitar Research one is like that amp is old as hell.
Yeah.
I think Mayhem recorded their first album
Something
with
like
that,
that.
amp.
like,
I think.
Yeah, it's some ridiculous discontinued thing.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
it had a insane noise gate on it and stuff, and just the way I could play it, because I always played. I used to play guitar, and that was the thing. Is like it was just like when with my first band I played guitar, and then it just turned out they needed a bass player, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll do it.
Right.
And then it just worked out better, and so I just kind of took that ethos and it's like, Lemmy can do it, I'll do it. I just play it like a lead guitar,
Right.
and get a little bit more gain and everything else with it too. So the other head just worked out better, and then it was just kind of in the last year or so we started touring more, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go drop $250 and get a better head, and it turned out great, and it didn't
It's
need
more
much.
reliable too. The solid state, you ain't gotta worry
Yeah.
about. Throw it around, be fine.
Yeah, and then I'm just running it. It's on a PV freaking like what's like an
I
850.
don't remember. It's like a no name,
No,
no
it's-
labels on the.
Yeah.
it weighs about 900,000 pounds.
It's supposed to be a PA like amp, but it's on wheels, so it's like I think it was rated for like 850 watts.
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's
a lot.
severely underpowered.
Holy
but
shit.
it just
a big
works,
412.
and I'm too lazy to buy anything else.
No,
I'm
if-
comfortable with it. I'm
Fuck
like,
it, dude.
I think the walls are steel. Like it's the heaviest thing I've ever picked up in my life.
How many speakers are in it?
it's just what
It's a 412. Yeah.
412.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The magnets on them bitches are probably
Huge.
like fucking
Quite massive. Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We've run so many different amps through that thing, and it sounds the same
Yeah,
all the time.
it eats it. Yeah, it eats it up every time. Like there's never a problem. So I'm like, whatever, it works.
It's
and I
probably
don't have to
like,
worry
give
about
me
it.
something powerful.
Yeah, yeah.
What bass are you playing anymore? I don't pay attention to what you do on
Bass
stage.
I actually play is my old Squire that I bought in 2006. That was the first bass that I had, and we had that Schecter. I played for like 2 months, and we sold it again. And I got a couple Yamaha basses. I got one. I don't even remember. I can't ever remember which one it is. BR 102, something like that.
Yamaha makes some good shit.
Yeah, they make really good basses. They got
Yeah.
sick fucking active pickups in it.
We want a Yamaha sponsorship.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what up, Yamaha?
Yeah, because they really do. They made some great stuff. I mean, I was even looking at amps and stuff, but yeah, all their instruments are great. But I just went back to the Squier Jazz bass. It's a maple on maple black and rosewood Squier. And I just liked it more than anything else. I can't get that tone out of anything else.
Simple.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Simple.
That's what's up, dude.
Yeah.
It's the goal, I think, in this whole band.
yeah.
Keep it
Do
simple.
not overthink anything.
Yeah, don't overthink.
Just
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah,
That's what's up, man.
for sure.
Now for your second song, you want me to play something off the second album?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pick whatever sounds clever to you.
Okay.
They all suck.
I love it. Let's go with. Actually, we're gonna go with the metal
Yeah.
since you talked about it. So
Yeah.
we're gonna check that out, and I hope you guys fucking enjoy it. That
She just sorta
was the
fades out there.
metal.
I didn't think you were gonna play the whole thing.
Well, I
We,
gotta give the fans something.
we,
You know what I mean, or the listeners. Like, so that's one thing too. Is I mean, obviously, I've had National Acts on here, and I can only play like so much of them. You know what I mean? But the fans, dude, I'm like, we can just go Google their shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I was just showing the last band that was here. Like, we got a wide range of people that actually like all over America. Like right here. We was
Pull
we
it
was
up, Jamie.
Yeah, we were pinpointing on people. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so
shit,
this,
nice.
yeah. So far,
What'd you
this
get from
is-
India?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Indian bands.
well, no, this is listeners for the show.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like a
yeah.
damn.
So
Alright,
yeah, this is listeners
Got
for the
people
show.
flying in from Australia to do the show. Like that's
No, yeah, this is listeners of the show though.
You
so
can
I
pretend like it
mean,
is. That's cool.
I mean, yeah, London's pretty hot.
That's cool.
A bunch of places, you know, and yeah, like Australia. I mean, what is this down here?
New Zealand. It's actually on a map.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Usually it's just not on maps.
Huh.
Pretty cool. It's good range. You get
Yeah.
look. You got somebody in Chile out there. Couple
Yeah.
people down there in South America.
How funny is
Yeah.
that for Chile to just take the whole eastern coastline of South America and they're just like, fuck you, you don't get the ocean. We're going to take this whole coast.
We got this one guy that's just down here in
Yeah.
San
Santiago.
Antonio.
Santiago.
Yeah, he's like right dead center.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, the South Americans though they do love fucking metal. I mean, one of my
yeah.
biggest.
Sepultura is from Brazil, and they
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sepultura is one of my favorite bands
So,
of all time.
It's
So,
good to I wanted to give the reach, you know what I mean? And I did in my first couple bands, I did do like snippets of people, you know what I mean? Shout out Garza Podcast, what up, bro? But yeah, no, just they could jam out too, because I think that's what's gonna set this show apart from everybody else is giving you, you know, music along the
Yeah.
guys that are here,
Yeah.
and like not just a snippet. And
Yeah, like I
you
said
know.
earlier, we're on everything. So Spotify,
Yeah.
Apple Music, whatever, iTunes,
whatever
the
you
hell it
get
is.
your music from
Yeah, master bastard.
Yeah.
on everything.
So yeah, that's definitely different from off the first album.
Yeah, I mean, there was only a year apart, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was about a year.
pretty quick.
I fuck with it, man.
Yeah,
You know,
it
I
changed a
dig it.
lot, and it's even the new stuff we're doing now is way different from that.
Yeah.
Every album is so far. I mean, this next one's going to be so different. I mean,
Yeah.
not even every song we're doing now sounds the same. I mean, they all
Right.
sound different from each other.
Right.
You know, we've talked about even getting another guitar player or adding shit in studio or whatever or live and adding on to that kind of thing because
Right.
it'd be cool to just have layers.
Right. 100%. Now, what was that song about?
He don't know. He writes all the lyrics, so it's
Yeah.
up to him.
And you
That's really-
soloing too?
Yeah.
That solo's sick.
Yeah.
That solo.
Yeah, we're just a trio, so that's the other hardest part is trying to fill out your entire.
You're leaving
sound.
this space for Steven.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was here in
Rest
spirit,
in
brother.
peace.
Yeah. They just kept Nolan, and Nolan could have given all of his answers.
Yeah, well, yeah, he left, and I was like, oh, man, something like Mild Cartoon Violence is gonna be here in like 5 minutes. He's like, I gotta be, he's like prior engagements. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, man. But yeah, I got him on the drum set in there. We was fucking around. We was just having fun, hanging out, you know.
Yeah.
To the point, I want to like, I mean, I don't have any electric guitars or anything here, but like plug in and then be able to jam a full session because there's bands that live
I've
stream
seen
on
that.
Twitch.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot.
Yeah,
before,
that'd be
Live
too.
stream on
Yeah.
Twitch, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I can do it because I have 16 channels in there. You know what I mean? And it's just a matter of
Well, that's about the same size as our old practice spot.
yeah,
Honestly, yeah.
yeah. We
It
can
was
totally.
what we had was an add-on to a trailer that my dad built when I was like
Shout out to
15
Dad for
years
letting
old.
us
I didn't
practice
even-
during the day for 8 hours straight.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
Yeah,
Dads.
he built it when I was about 9. I mean, it would have been like 1990. He built an add-on, and then when we put a new trailer in the old trailer spot, he took it off, and we just set it off to the side.
Like, I'll do that later.
Well, it was all self-contained. We
And it
just
just-
closed off the back with plywood, and then it was
Right.
like, it
There it
was
is.
waterproof, and you just kind of stuck it up against the rest of the garage, and we were like, well, we're gonna just practice in here, and he was like, all right, like you're not bothering me, you're far enough away from the house,
Right.
So yeah, it was literally just a 2-room little area, and the front room was about that big.
Fully
Yeah.
insulated because it was part of the house.
Yeah.
Right.
great.
Yeah. It was built. Yeah.
One of the other reasons we probably never add a second guitar player because we were already crammed in.
Yeah,
there
we didn't
as
have
it
room.
was.
There wasn't
Yeah.
room. We
Like, not
played
enough
some of
people.
this early shit so fast right in the winter. We were trying to play fast enough to keep warm because we had an
Yeah.
oil heater, trying to keep us warm. Like, let's just play as fast as we can.
Bro, no joke.
We play drums for a minute. I'm cold.
Yeah.
Bro, we had one of our practice spots back in the day was this old trailer out in the middle of Linville, man, and it was like they were like, you can practice out here, you know, the power's fine, you know what I mean, but you get whatever you use in what's left in the propane tank is just what's left, you know.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
we
that
were like,
too. We used to trip the breaker all the time. We were running on extension cords and power strips,
Bro.
for like 150 feet, running
So-
marshals and shit in the room, and yeah, then it's gonna happen.
the furnace went out, and it was totally like empty, vacant trailer.
Right.
And so we moved to we practiced in the living room and then just opened the stove and then turned, you know, like bake it out like 500 degrees. And then about 20, 30 minutes in, once everybody's playing, when you ran through the set at least, you know, once, you know what I mean? The house is hot, you can turn down the heat, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
dude,
And you
for
open the
real-
windows and you do the same exact thing a half hour later.
yeah, dude. No, but for real, to conserve on that propane, So
Yeah.
I feel it, dude. Block
Yeah,
off
it
the rest of the
sucks.
trailer, like you ain't stealing the rest of my heat. So yeah, there's been some fun struggle stuff.
Yeah, it was tough.
I feel that, dude. No, I totally dig the fucking sound, man. So I'm glad I waited.
you.
You know, so
Yeah.
and I'm glad that you reached out.
It's funny because it's the first time I've really like sat down and listened to that, like, and just only listened to that in a long time. We've been just playing so much and playing, or at least practicing. Like, I'm not gonna like listen to that. I know it, so I'm not gonna like listen to it. And just listening to it, I'm like, we don't play it like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much. We've already changed so much stuff.
Yeah.
From the way the record is now, it's like if you see us live, it's not gonna. It'll sound like that, but it's not like that. You know.
Right.
It is the essence of it, but
It's
it's really the bare.
It's kind of like
it was the
Kiss
bare
with
bones.
their records, and Kiss Live is so different. I mean,
Right.
it's like barely the same band. You can hear their plucks on the strings, you know, whereas you see them live and it's totally fucking different.
Right.
Similar, but not that close. But
Just more badass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're like, wow, you guys are like,
Yeah.
you're good, but I didn't know you were that good.
Yeah.
Like type of shit.
that's the goal. Yeah, I want you to be able to be like, wow, their record's great, but like you gotta see these guys live.
Yes,
it's-
that's the reaction.
gotta see 'em.
You gotta see
That's
them
what
live.
I want you to leave them wanting more. I don't mean.
I mean, that's one of the, we take a lot from like the Melvins, and it's like,
Yeah.
you can go listen to any Melvins album, and then you go see them on tour, and they've got 2 fucking drummers.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
Right.
And,
Fucking wild.
Yeah. I mean,
Who
there's
does
just, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't know anybody that does that.
No.
They had
no.
2 bass players for a while.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they were just double stacking stuff. I mean,
Goddamn.
Yeah.
and then just, King Buzzo up there by himself, just playing guitar with a
Most
doubled
recognizable
up-
dude, yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
a doubled up rhythm section. And it's like, what the hell? I mean, to the point that he had a right-handed and a left-handed drummer so they could look at each other.
Yeah, they
And
shared a
it's just-
cymbal. It was
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, it was a cool
it's,
setup.
it's ridiculous, man. Like, but yeah, that's what, we kind
That's
of,
wild.
yeah. It was cool. What was that, Hellfest or something?
I think that was around the 2015. I don't look it up. I'm right if you don't look it up.
Correct.
As long as you don't fact check me, I'm always correct.
Yeah, that's right. Off memory, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, we've definitely ripped a lot. I mean, actually, we got a newer song that sounds, it's got a lot of Melvins in it for sure. Which is funny because I don't listen to metal anymore.
Really?
Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I just blues or just. I've been so much Queens of the Stone Age right now.
Yeah.
It's bad. My girlfriend hates me.
I'm everywhere, really, dude. But I mean, lately, I listen to heavy metal. I mean, I go Whitechapel, Devil Driver, Spite.
Yeah.
Like the new, I don't know what you want to classify the new metal as. I mean, I see it coming out with a lot of just like chuggy, like like I mean, I guess degen, whatever. But I mean, I just say metal. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But like a lot of off time,
There's that
on
new,
time.
yeah. I mean, it's because it's hard to. I wish they had a
Lot of
different way to describe it. Because like when Lamb of God and stuff came around, it was like the new wave of American heavy metal.
Yeah,
it was
like the
that-
new Pantera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was,
It had
that
a groove
was.
to it, and it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was different.
But then it was like, yeah. But now what they're playing has changed a lot because it doesn't feel quite as groovy. I mean, like there's some like Devil Driver feel a bit groovier
Right.
than a lot of other. You get like whatever Polyphoria and all that. They're just insane. Talented, happen. Everything that they do is insane, but. At a certain point, it's just like it's almost too much. It's
It's like
an
hard to
overload.
listen to. Like there's some new metal, and I'm like, is it complicated just to be complicated, or
Yeah.
is, I don't know. There's some stuff where it's like I kind of like lose feeling on it. I don't know.
Right. So one of my new bands I've gotten into, like, so I can't listen to it all day.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's no fucking way, dude.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I'm like there on that. You know what I mean? So like going to a concert and seeing
There's a lot of bands
four
like that.
bands that are like all the same, just fucking
Yeah.
280 beats a minute, just fucking constant. You
I,
know what
like
I mean?
I love Morbid Angel, but I couldn't listen to them all day.
Yeah, like I love Archspire. Couldn't listen to them all fucking day.
Sure.
There's no fucking way, man. And like, and I know there's metalheads out there that are like that, and you call them elitist or whatever. I'm like, more power to you, dude. But I just,
Yeah.
I can't
I'm
fucking
a huge
do it,
Ministry
dude.
fan, but I'm listening to like 2 or 3 songs. I'm like, I'm fine.
Yeah,
Like,
and then
right.
keep it in rotation.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I've had enough. So I'm glad there's other people that feel. You know, I'm not saying that
I
I'm
mean,
singing up, but it's good to know that
Mastodon, absolutely one of my favorite bands of all time. And it's just because they're insane and they change it up every time, but they still have like that kernel of themselves. You can always tell it's them.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
The album's a little different.
100%.
Same thing with them. It's all different influences on stuff. You know.
I mean,
Yeah,
the other
Mastodon's one of the best of all time.
the other
got
biggest
a Mastodon tattoo.
Yeah, his whole sleeve is
Yeah.
Mastodon Leviathan. The other one is like Matt Pike from High on Fire. Literally anything he does, but sleep and all that to completely
Met them,
change.
yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking Ozfest 05, I
Okay.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Was
Or
Matt-
Sounds of the Underground, one of the
Tell me Matt was cool, so it doesn't break my heart.
Oh, they were cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally
no,
cool,
Matt rules. That's, I mean, he's always been out there and
Mm-hmm.
doing his own thing, but you can always tell it's him. And even though he kind of always grows, and each album, progressively got better and more, complex and everything. It was like he always.
Which he
could
quit drinking
tell-
too, didn't he? Isn't he sober now?
Yeah, he's sober now.
Yeah.
From what I can remember, I think their drummer had the biggest kick drum or just like
Oh, yeah.
craziest drum set I had ever seen in my life. I couldn't remember. Like, I swear to God, his kick drum was as deep as this table, dude. Like, it was a fucking cannon, bro.
You gotta
Like,
compete with his fucking 12 orange stacks.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
on either side.
yeah, it's just fucking wild, man.
It's awesome though. But yeah, that's what I mean. It's like I'm always a big fan of just anybody who has a different sound,
Yeah.
but can stand out on their own, and you can immediately go, that's who that is.
Right.
If you threw that in with a bunch of other, Paleface in with like a bunch of other bands right now, I would have a hard time being like, oh, that's different from like Whitechapel. I also haven't
Right.
listened to it as much.
Same.
But it's like
Same.
It would also just be difficult.
Like, if I was blindly, I couldn't tell you if that was Chelsea Grin or
Yeah.
Paleface or
Right.
Spite or, you know what I mean?
One of my
Like-
favorite things about a band is when they don't sound like another band.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, which is why I like everything that I do. Mastodon or Gojira or Queens of the Stone Age. Fucking nobody sounds like that.
Okay, so I'll ask you this now. Greta Van Fleet.
That is an exception. Those guys fucking rock.
Yes, I agree with you. Yes, but I see all the internet hate that they get. You know what
get a lot.
I mean?
Only internet
Sound like someone, but you got old heads who obviously, I'm like, they're like, dude, they sound like
But
just
they straight up cover Zeppelin songs.
The
That's-
internet-
well, they should. They're
Yeah.
perfect for it. I mean,
Right.
they are Led Zeppelin too.
And what I like is that they are young enough to be that
Talented.
influenced and
Yeah.
talented. You know
so
what I mean?
talented. They're so good.
And just amazing. You know what I
Their
mean?
newer record is kind of a little bit different.
I
It's
mean, I
not
haven't listened
quite-
to anything past Highway Song or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a fucking banger.
Their
dude.
most
I like
recent
that song.
record is not quite that.
Led Zeppelin-y?
Yeah, it is their own thing, and they fucking rock. They're so good.
Yeah.
The only thing that annoyed me was when they first came out and they're like, we've never heard of Led Zeppelin. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't fucking toy with me,
You're
Bond.
dressed like
like
them.
you, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Not only that.
You have aped every bit of their style, and the fact you can do it well is fine enough. But don't play stupid.
No,
Like,
Yeah,
you
don't.
can just
Yeah.
be that.
Right.
There can be Kiss too, and it could be something, and they come out and they sound exactly like them. And if they're successful, more power to you. But
Yeah.
don't like. It's almost
I've
like
never heard of Kiss.
Yeah, it's almost
Yeah,
ignoring where you came from.
Who's Metallica?
Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
wrote a
imagine-
song called Inner Sandman. What are you
Imagine
talking about?
Trivium being like, "I've never listened to Metallica."
Right.
I
Yeah,
hate
or
Metallica.
Avenged
Like,
Sevenfold. Yeah, those guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting. I mean, I don't ever see another band getting to like Metallica levels again, or like Led
Still,
Zeppelin
yeah.
levels again. I don't ever see that happening anymore. I mean, they were like, top of their game, but also like top of like music at the time in general.
I think metal's making a comeback.
It is. Everything's cyclical, and that thing it comes and goes. And where metal dropped off for a long time, and I think it is, at least locally, the music scene in general, Springfield area, that shit's coming back.
So
for sure.
I did notice. I'm like, so speaking on like another band, Knocked Loose. They just played
Yeah.
Coachella. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so
I saw
you-
them open for Gojira, and I mean they're great.
Right,
Beans
so-
played a fucking show with them in Indy 10 years ago in some garage.
Yeah?
like a long time ago, and
No
like
shit.
they're killing it now. It's awesome.
So, and that's what I mean. And they're the first metal, what I call metal act or post-hardcore, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Sure.
Band to be on Coachella. You know what I mean? And then as soon as they got done playing Coachella, dude, they, I don't know how many followers they had before whatever, but they hit 1 million after being on Coachella. So,
awesome.
I mean, it's cool. And even them guys on there were going, the people that never even listened to Knocked Loose were going harder than fans I've seen going to fans of in bands, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, like, going there and seeing, you know what I mean? I usually go see a band once, and I'm like, really stern, focus, cool. The next time I see them, I'm all out, bro.
Sure.
I'm
Right.
all out. I've done seeing you live. Let's go, baby.
I've done that a
You
lot
know?
where, like, I think when we saw Lamb of God, when I was like 16, 17, I'd never even heard of Clutch.
Oh,
They
yeah.
I'll bet, yeah.
And then I was
yeah.
like, holy, these guys fucking rock. Who are these guys? And turns out they've been around forever. I'm just a dumbass. I was like 16. I had no idea. But I was like,
Yeah.
now I'm like, if they're around, we're going to go. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
I feel that way with a lot of bands if you go see them for the first time.
Same.
Like, I'm in or I'm out.
Yeah, and I try to spread a lot of love with like national acts and local acts and trying to make every show that I can. You know what I mean?
For
The
sure.
only good thing is that some of the national acts are on weekdays, and then I can save obviously my friends' bands for
Right.
like hopefully the week of Friday and Saturday
Sure.
and keep it local. You know,
Yeah.
and but even then, man, it's still a lot.
There's so
you
many
know?
local bands we could shout out that are awesome. Man, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Right.
I mean, there's so many that are great.
Yeah, we've had a couple bands like Love Lorn that we
Love
just
Lorn.
recently started playing with.
Those guys
They
rock
just
like
released
fuck.
a new album, with the Witch House. They're fucking great.
Yeah, shout out. You should get Love Lorn on here. Those
Yeah.
guys fucking rock.
They
Come
would-
on, what's up?
Yeah, all one word. They're great. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
pop rock, but I mean they're just fucking fantastic.
Hell yeah.
And I mean we had our
Yeah,
guys Puff Puff Poseidon are still out there.
Yeah, they're still killing it from Decatur.
Decatur, yeah.
Hessian
Okay.
Lord fucking rules. I think you had him on here.
Yeah.
Hessian
Yep.
Lord.
Yeah,
Yep,
Hessian
yep,
Lord,
yep.
listed
Well, I think we're
all
playing
them.
with them next Saturday. I don't know when this is going to come out, but we're playing Legacy Giving Friday.
Oh, so yeah, this would be last week. You would have played with him. So.
Okay, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Appreciate
Yes.
you coming
Yeah. Future selves.
Yeah. Glad you guys had fun. Thanks for your money.
Yeah,
Yes, thanks for coming
thanks
out
For partying.
to-
You guys were crazy out there. Yeah, shout out to that
cool.
one dude. That was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, you
we
kind of
appreciate that. Thanks for buying all the merch.
Maybe you shouldn't have flipped that car, but I'm not going to judge anybody.
No, I get it. I understand why you set it on fire.
Yeah.
Probably don't do
It's
it
fine.
again.
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah.
cool.
We appreciate the love.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You guys were crazy. Thanks.
Yes. Buy an album. So I got a question. So what would you tell? Say your friend's gonna start a band. What would you tell a new band or your younger self? Something. Like
don't.
What's
I was kidding. I
It's
don't
the biggest thing that I mean, and it's something that I've always said with this band, and we've even ran into issues with even lately. Is like just always have fun.
Yeah, don't take yourself seriously.
Yeah.
That's stupid. What are you gonna? Like I said, no band's gonna get to Metallica levels again.
right?
I mean, you can take yourself seriously, but also don't let that be a detriment to the fact that you're supposed to go out there and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, you're still
And-
supposed to be
yeah.
having fun. while
Yeah,
you're
I
doing
mean,
this,
if you're
right?
turning it into a job, then that becomes your life. And then you watch these people that the wheels fall off and fucking they go crazy because they're like, oh, I'm not making the gains that I think I should be. And it's like you're putting all that pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everything that we've gotten was just because we were good dudes that fucking played good music. You know, all these shows we've even gotten, half of them were just people reaching out to us. Like, hey, do you want to play this show? And it's like, fine, yeah, absolutely.
Sure,
Like,
yeah.
we really have not gone out to set out a lot of shows. We just had people that we knew that had spots. They're like, we know you guys. We know you're cool. We know you have good music. You want to come out and play for us.
Try to
So-
trade shows a lot. Like if you're gonna hook us up, I'll try to hook you up where I can get you in.
Right.
I'll hook you
Yeah.
up in Bloomington or whatever.
Yeah,
else.
but it's
stuff
also
like
it's
that.
all that it's all about that friendship and like that. That's what I mean. When you're talking about having national acts versus your friends coming in,
Yeah.
trying to spread that love and be like, hey, shout out, these guys, and it's that mixture of promoting the people that you care about and that are doing well. Like we're all in this together. We're all in this to create music and have a good time. So,
And to touch on that, I mean, also too, this isn't towards anybody. This is just what I see with just certain bands or whatever that they bitch about the scene, like no one comes to our shows or whatever.
Yeah.
But also, I've touched on it before, but also you're not going to any other
You gotta
shows
go.
or events besides your own.
Or you're going and then
That's all.
you're leaving and you're taking everybody that you
That's-
just invited to come out to
That's-
leave too.
That
Yeah.
sucks so bad.
And it's
You got to
like-
go out though. Like you got to go meet people, and you got to go to the. You got to go to your friends' shows.
Yeah, and we
Go out.
understand people leaving, and like, moms and girlfriends and shit are like there to
Sure,
see your
go
boyfriend's
on.
place. Like, we
Yeah.
understand that,
get
you know what I
that.
mean? But, if you're just like literally playing and leaving and just leaving one band there to collect the fucking funds
That's
at the end
happened
of
to
the
us
night,
so many times.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then don't expect the reciprocation
No, for
sure.
when,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, your band.
Like I said, it's all we're all in it together. If you're
Yeah.
going to take the crowd and dip because you're just like, well, we got ours, then don't be surprised when everybody else kind of treats you the same way.
Right, yeah. So just,
Steve had with Slaughter Dog. He had a show just a couple weeks ago that he played at Skank Skates, and they're still open surprisingly. And they had and it was like a rap group that played with him and stuff. And then they came on, they overplayed their set. They were on for an hour and a half, and they were only supposed to do like 45 minutes or something. They started setting up behind him, and they got all indignant and started saying stuff on stage. Then they got off, and they left and took like 50% of the crowd, if not more.
Yeah.
And, and it was like, well, what the hell? Like,
That's
all
an
those
interesting point
fans-
too.
All
Right.
your fans are the people that were there.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody, no, you didn't stay and talk to people. You didn't rub elbows. You
Yeah.
didn't,
Right.
ingratiate
Network, nothing.
yourself so
Yeah.
that maybe you'd get invited back the next time something like that happens.
Right.
You're just burning the bridge right behind you as soon as you've crossed.
Which is an interesting point too. Which if you're opening, fucking don't play your set time, and
Yeah.
that's it. No, don't do an encore.
No.
don't introduce the band. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Just fucking play
Yeah.
your set. That's
Nobody
and then
will
get
remember your
off.
name in the next 2
I
hours.
feel you.
Yeah. Okay. So if I was gonna give advice, it's play your set and get off the stage as fast as you can.
Yeah.
So the headliner can have a spot. Like,
Yeah.
because you'll get that respect at some point.
yep.
And
I've
respect
seen-
your sound guy.
Respect your
Yeah.
sound guy. If he needs something, fucking help him out.
And don't tear your drum set down on stage.
No, don't tear anything down.
love
Get
of
it off
God.
the stage. Get out of the way. I'm next. Get out of the way.
Exactly. Our stuff's been ready to go for the past 45 minutes.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
it's
feel
it's
that.
it's just a two-way street with respect. And if you're
It is, yeah.
if you're showing people the respect and sticking around and helping out and getting off stage and being respectful of the entire arrangement, then it's all going to work better for everybody in the end. I mean, that's what it really comes down to.
Absolutely. Is this whole podcast gonna tank? Can I go piss?
Yeah, no, we're actually about done. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
So
we're about
piss
to
your
wrap
pants.
up.
All right.
Oh, we're going to talk. No, just where I think we touched on where the socials were already kind of,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah,
your
Master
district-
Bastard 90 on Instagram. Facebook is Master Bastard Band, I think.
Yeah, which you can message, and Alex picks up everything for the band messages through Facebook, and then we're all on our independent stuff through Master Bastard,
Yeah.
the Facebook and the Instagram, so you
Right.
can get a hold of all of us individually and
Yeah.
shout us out and tell us how fucking stupid we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our music's on everything.
Yeah, we try to get it as, we're really bad about YouTube. We got to get some more videos, but we're hoping this that last show at the Curve, we had our buddy doing a good recording of the entire set. So
Shout
we're
out
hoping
to Tyler Landis on that.
Yeah, Tyler Landis, you're the man.
Hey, okay.
Did a
Well, I was
cool
going to talk about
multi-cam
studio.
shot on that.
Have you heard of Quincy Watson? Do you know him?
Yeah, actually, Soy City records with Frequency.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Yeah,
yeah.
So I knew that they were stopping by. So
Yeah.
Quincy's, I
He's
love
great.
Quincy. Shout out Quincy, dude.
Yeah.
Frequency Studios.
awesome.
I love
Yeah.
you. He's still
I think
in Springfield,
Lovelorn
right?
did their work there
I
too.
think
so,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wolf Creek Boys. There's been a lot of local guys.
Yeah,
that
he
do
does. Yeah,
rocks.
he does a lot of work.
great.
He's a genius, man.
Yeah.
I fucking love him to death.
awesome.
So, hell yeah, this has been an amazing episode with Master Bastard. Go follow them on socials. Go buy their merch. Go follow all. Following and liking and all that stuff is free. You know what I mean? Go buy a sticker. Go buy a T-shirt, a hat, whatever they got. You guys got an online store or no?
No,
No,
nothing like
no,
that.
no website, no nothing like
Okay.
that. So.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope. That's
Just
cool.
get a hold of us, and well, I don't know if you need something in your
Come to the show.
in Chile. I guess we'll figure out
Yeah.
a way to
Yeah.
email mail that to you.
Our Europeans tour starts like next week, I think.
Hell yeah. That's
So
what's
we,
up.
we couldn't agree on what color to paint our jet, so we just sold it, and
Yeah.
we're just gonna drive in the
Fuck it,
van. It's
man.
fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
You know,
We
we
bought
did
a
it.
couple bicycles. It'll be fine.
Hell yeah. Hit them up, man. They're legends, and I'm glad, like I said, I had a good, I didn't spoil myself with their music, and I hope you guys enjoyed their music too. Go ahead and go follow them. This has been an amazing episode. We'll talk to you soon.